Hey guys, just wanted to hop on real quick and talk about something here because yesterday I could have been very tempted to fall in despair. I had gotten word from my endocrine that it's felt best at this time due to some absorption issues and scar tissue throughout my body from being diabetic a long time to come off of my insulin pump, which I depend on. And I have for quite some time now, and to return to shots for a while, which is equaling between 12 and 16 shots a day, to keep it steady, to keep my numbers moving. The purpose behind that is because an insulin pump is fixed to a specific spot, and it's giving insulin constantly in that same spot over a few days, and because of that, it's not absorbing. In shots, it can be given in a variety of locations throughout the day, and be able to absorb better. Coming from my own mindset, initial reaction was like, that's not fair, I don't want to do this. But I reached out to a few dear friends and I said, hey, I know you get this diabetes thing, can you pray? And I know that they have been praying for me and lifting me before the Lord, because I felt it. And this morning I was listening to some songs and just praying and talking to the Lord about all of this, and pouring my heart like David did, right? And a few things came to mind. One, a verse that pops in a lot when I go through these things, and that talks about how these momentary afflictions cannot compare to the joy that's coming, and how true that is. And in that reflection and in that gratitude of like, Lord, that's right, what's coming is going to be so perfect and so beautiful and so wonderful. There won't be pain anymore. There's not going to be any more sickness and death and all these things that our bodies go through. In thanking him for that, I was reminded of something very precious. When I was born, I became a diabetic when I was only a few months old. Barely even 2 months old. So it was assumed that I was pretty much born that way. And it was written in my papers, because I was a ward of the state, that I wouldn't make it to my 18th birthday or past it. And looking back on that and saying, wow, and you know, seeing the things that the Lord himself did, because it couldn't have been anybody else, right? The Lord himself took care of me. He watched over me. He kept me healthy. I wasn't being well taken care of throughout that time of childhood. So I know that it was God who was watching out for me, and God who was taking care of my health, and keeping me strong for him and for his glory and for his purposes. And then even, you know, watching the disappointment of people that had treated me that way because they just assumed I wouldn't be here anyway come 18 or 19 or whatever. And here I am at 48 years old, and I'm still here by the grace of God. I'm still able to tell other people about him and about his love for them and for me. And I can still testify to the things that he's done in my life. And so that with that comes so much gratitude and humility, even, that he has chosen all this time to keep me here and to keep me alive and to keep me kicking and relatively, in the diabetes sense, unscathed. And so these minor afflictions, that's all this is right now, is a minor affliction. Do I like giving all those shots? No way. Will he help me do them? Will it be in his strength? Absolutely. And so I just kind of wanted to hop on and share that with y'all. I hope it encourages you. Be blessed.